Common Core is a set of standards for what public school students should know and be able to do in each grade. Ohio adopted the Common Core standards in 2010. The Ohio Department of Education now says these standards should drive learning and teaching in Ohio. The standards are being backed up with new tests. The new tests have created a market for testing services, textbooks, and products that is worth billions to private companies. Governor Kasich knows that Common Core has become very unpopular. He said, "I wish we could just change the name to Ohio Standards or whatever." The problem is, that's not true. Common Core is a corporate scheme foisted on Ohioans. How did this happen? It starts partly with the for-profit Pearson Company in New York, the world's largest for-profit educational vendor. In 2003, the for-profit Pearson Company created a not-for-profit Pearson Foundation. The foundation funneled grants to an organization called the Council of Chief State School Officers, which describes itself as a nationwide, nonpartisan, and nonprofit membership organization, the only one of its kind to bring together the top education leaders from every state in the nation. The grants were used to help school officials attend international summits on education, starting in Singapore. The summits were attended by representatives from the for-profit Pearson Company, and the school officials that attended were from districts where the Pearson Company did business. In 2008, the Pearson Foundation and the Council of Chief State School Officers together published a report. The report recommended the worldwide adoption of innovative core curriculum. In 2009, the Council of Chief State School Officers and the National Governors Association announced the names of people in a Common Core work group, the people who were developing the Common Core standards. The names were announced in response to complaints about the lack of transparency in the Common Core development process. These work group members were not teachers mainly. They were not state officials. They were not there as parents. Nearly all of the people who developed the so-called state standards came from the following private testing and school policy organizations. Student Achievement Partners, a nonprofit founded by David Coleman, who is considered the main architect behind Common Core. The College Board, providers of the SAT test. David Coleman later became their president. ACT Inc., providers of the ACT test. Achieve, a nonprofit focused on educational standards alignment. America's Choice, a private school reform organization that was soon sold to the for-profit Pearson Company for $80 million. Common Core also had a feedback group, made up mainly of university professors, but this group had only an advisory role, not a decision-making role. Finally, there was a Common Core validation group. Group members had to sign a non-disclosure agreement, and the names of those who disagreed with the Common Core standards were simply dropped from the Common Core documentation. There were two more major non-state players, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the Obama administration. The Gates Foundation gave more than $200 million in grants to promote Common Core. The Council of Chief State School Officers got more than $17 million from the Gates Foundation. The National Governors Association got more than $2 million. Foundations organized by the two major U.S. teachers' unions got about $10 million. The Obama administration used billions of dollars in race-to-the-top grants to promote the Common Core. The Obama administration essentially required states to go along with Common Core in order to get race-to-the-top funds. This was during the Great Recession, when many state governments were desperate for money. Multiple laws prohibit the federal government from controlling state and local school matters, but Race to the Top allowed the Obama administration to get around those laws. Parents, teachers, mental health professionals, and others are saying that Common Core's standards, tests, methods, and materials are harmful. They are causing students to feel overwhelmed, anxious, and depressed. They are making learning harder than ever. Get involved. Stop Common Core. Contact your state representative today. Brought to you by Students Against Common Core.